Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Building Wars. I'm Dulcie Horwitz.
Hello, and I'm Brianna Garcia.
And tonight we have a matchup that is very interesting. I don't think either one of us know which way this one's going to go.
I don't.
A couple of different schools, actually. One is Taliesin West in Arizona by Frank Lloyd Wright, and the other one is by Charles Rennie Mackintosh. No, this one's going to be interesting. Let's just give a little bit of a background here that the School of Art by Charles Rennie Mackintosh and the Taliesin West was done in 1937. So obviously the timing for these is going to be a little bit different.
A lot. Location.
Culture.
Yep.
The Taliesin West is a school of architecture. The Scotland school is for art. It should be very interesting. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, so round one, ladies and gentlemen, we have Materiality. Let's talk about Taliesin West first.
Overgrout stone.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Rustic.
Yes. Glasgow.
Tighter stone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this one's kind of an easy one for me.
Well, wait, let's talk about it. So I think that actually in Taliesin West, we do have the overgrown stone, we have rustic stone, and it's contrasted with this woody elements.
Yes.
So it's a very earthen, tectonic, kind of coming out of the earth, and it's very much expressed through the materiality that way.
Yes, it's colorful.
It's very colorful and very expressive of earthiness. Whereas with the materiality for Glasgow, the thing I have to say about that, of course, is that you have stone, but you have this metalwork that is off the chain. They are so expressive, plastic, almost like it's a drawing with the metalwork.
Yes.
Like it's art with the metalwork.
The stone, it gives it texture, but it's kind of this like backdrop for
it is
all of
almost
this
like a
detail.
like the grounding for the metalwork.
Yeah.
This one's an easy one for me. This one goes to Rennie Mackintosh for the school. Yes, sorry, Taliesin. Wonderful as well, but votes for this one go to Charles Rennie Mackintosh. Okay, on to round two. Ornamentation. There is a strong attempt at ornamentation in Frank Lloyd Wright's Taliesin West. It's a bit 1970s-ish, even though it was not. It was built much earlier than that.
The shapeliness.
That kind of the geometries that he uses, the diagonals, the slanted rectangles.
Yes.
There's definitely an attempt at ornamentation. I'm going to say that subjectively speaking, the ornamentation that happens on Charles Rennie Mackintosh's building, for me subjectively speaking, is much more successful.
Yes.
Much more evocative.
It's much more up my alley as well as far as the texture that it's creating.
Oh, the shadows and
it's a little bit more layered. I mean Wright's building is a little bit more planted on. Seems like an addition. I don't think it seems as much. It seems more integrated to me.
I see.
The ornamentation seems a little bit more integrated in the building. Okay. With Mackintosh.
You know, I actually think that the ornamentation for Frank Lloyd Wright does come out of the geometry of the actual buildings itself. But I have to say that my vote goes for the ornamentation. The Art Nouveau that happens in this metalwork is just incredible. Incredible. So hands down on this one, I think round two for me goes to Charles Rennie. Mackintosh. Okay, going on to round three for light. Interesting. I do appreciate the old world ability for Charles Rennie Mackintosh to bring in light through the skylights and actually use open loft spaces, open to below, to bring the light in. But if Frank Lloyd Wright was good at anything, Brianna, I have to say he's good at getting light into the building and making the inside feel like it's outside.
I agree with that, but I don't think he does it as well in this building.
Oh, maybe this isn't his best example.
I think it's a little blown out for me.
Okay.
In this building.
Right, not enough contrast for you?
Yes, exactly. And Glasgow has that Bradburyness that I do like, and it does make for some good contrast.
All right. Well, on this one, actually, I'm going to vote for Taliesin West. The kind of light, ethereal quality of that building, even though it's earthen at the same time, works for me.
All right. You're going right. I'm going left.
There you go. I'll go right, you go left. And on to round four, Spatial Qualities. Oh, this one's going to be interesting.
It is.
Oddly, I have to tell you, I'm a 1970s baby, and these slanted spaces in Frank Lloyd Wright do me right. I'm a Lautner fan.
I was just going to say, your Lautner's coming out.
I know. But I struggle because I adore the sectional quality and the interplay in the library and the loft-like spaces that go around in the library, and those spaces on the front of the building that have the windows that span multi-stories and bring in the light. So even though
I do like both of these a lot. I like both of them a lot.
And I have to say that even though I'm a 70s baby, I think that because of the multi-story windows that are thin in nature and bring in the light, and the open library situations with lofts and the balconies. My vote on this one goes for Charles Rennie Mackintosh.
I understand. Like when you cut a section through both of them, I like them. They do a lot, and they make for pretty nice spaces on both ends. But I also give it to
Charles Rennie Mackintosh. Oh, poor Frankie. He's getting slaughtered in the ring tonight.
What? It's not my favorite of his buildings, so I'm okay with it.
Okay, that's right. Understood. He's got plenty of beautiful buildings. This might be his night in this particular matchup, but I'm sure he'll win in many other ways, right? Okay, so then as far as storytelling goes, right, I'm not either.
Yeah.
As far as storytelling goes, Wright's a little bit weak on this one for me, only because it doesn't seem like the story changes very much from one place to the next. I do like the fact that it comes out of the earth, and that is very much expressed. So you feel like there's a good connection between the earth and the sky.
Yes.
In these. And
it does
that
the context it does it well.
Yes, I agree. But in a typical fashion, for Charles Rennie Mackintosh, with a multi-story building where you have the basement, you have the attic.
It has all the things that I
do.
There's much more mystery to me in this one.
There is more mystery. There's more evolution.
Yeah.
There's more varied spaces. There's more nooks and crannies. Although Wright does fantastic nooks and crannies in that 1970s, benches that he's got going around. But there's more varied, and you don't really know where they're going to be coming.
You don't expect it as much as when you're standing outside Taliesin West. Do you think that you can actually gauge what some of those cool spaces?
You can tell.
You can gauge them.
I agree. You can see from the outside.
Yeah.
Whereas with Mackintosh,
it's unexpected a bit more.
It is. There's hints of it on the outside.
Yeah.
But you really have no idea what you're getting. Even the front door.
Right?
And that's the perfect amount of storytelling. The front door is that first little touch of the story, right? It's the thing that draws you in. The metalwork, it sets the stage, it's the foreshadowing. And then when you get to the top and you make the evolution through all of the rooms on the inside.
Yep.
I have to tell you, I think Mackintosh wins this round as well.
Me too.
We're going to go to the judges, but I think it was a lot bloodier than I thought it was going to be. It's a clear win for Mackintosh, is it not? There you go. Sorry, Frank. With respect and kudos to Frank, Charles Rennie, wow, he got you bad tonight.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for us for Building Wars tonight. We'll see you again.